Good evening, spooky friends. Tonight we're celebrating because it's always Halloween. Tonight's video hop is hosted by Monica at Up All Night DIY, Dawn at Shabby Meets Bling, and we've got a surprise guest host tonight, Melanie from Painting Crafty. I can't wait to see everyone's amazing projects. For my project tonight, I am using a plastic gum dispenser that I found at the bins. I don't know if you have this where you live. It's a Goodwill clearance center and they sell stuff by the weight. And so I always find lots of fun stuff there like this bubblegum machine. So first I am taking it apart as much as I can and painting over that plastic with some paint that is specially made for plastic. As you can see, look, one coat, it's already got really nice coverage. I ended up just using 2 applications of paint to get all of this covered up. This way, I'm gonna, give it that Halloween look and then also make it look a little less like plastic by adding a couple of different layers of different products. But first, I've got to get all this bright, fun color covered up with the paint. So as I mentioned, this is from Plaid Crafts. It's called Paint for Plastics. I'm using the black to cover up all of that plastic that's on the bottom and then the little top. Now for my gumballs, I am using these little skulls that I got at Halloween at Michael's craft store, and I will be turning them into metallic looking gumballs. This paint is so much fun. It just makes me think candy colors. And so I will be using those to paint these itty bitty little plastic skulls. The way I'm doing that is I divided them into groups and then I put it in a bowl, pour some paint over it and just mix them all up, making sure I get the paint in all the grooves. And then I'm going to lay it out on a silicone mat and separate them and leave them to dry. Okay, now that bright sticker on the glass, I debated leaving it, but I decided in the end to take it off with Goof Off. Now, that will kind of etch the plastic, which is fine because I was always planning to give it a grungy, dirty look. So after I took off the label and then used that Goof Off all over to kind of etch the plastic, I am using a milk glass paint around the edges to help distress it a little more and give it that aged, dirty look that this should have. Ooh, look, these are drying. They look so pretty. And let's keep going. That white milk paint is a little too white for me. So I am going to use my ink pad and just kind of brush over it. And can you see the difference there? It's a little bit grungier looking. And next up, using some silver metallic paste, I'm going to brush it over all of the black paint. And I know it's a little too bright there, but don't worry. We're going to brush it back with a towel and it looks so much better. So I'm just going to kind of hit everything with that and give it a metallic look. Now it's still a little too shiny for Halloween in my opinion. So I am going to seal everything with a glaze and I am tinting it with some brown distress paint, or not paint, sorry. This is like an alcohol ink. If you don't have an alcohol ink, you could always just use a brown craft paint and rub that in there to create kind of like a color wash, but this is also going to help seal everything in. Here's where you can really see the grungifying, I'll call it, on the metal there. And I ended up liking this so much that I added it to the plastic globe as well, because it just really helped give it that dirty aged look that I was going for. Now, finally, while that's drying, I'm going to cut out some clear acetate to create the base for my gumballs. If you don't have clear acetate, just save like any of your plastic vegetable containers. Those work, like the ones that you get salad in. Those are great for crafting with, and plus you get to recycle. So I've cut a circle to fit in the base because I don't want my gumballs to fall down there. And because I don't have enough skulls to really make this look full, I am creating a little tube to put in the center so that I can kind of push all the skulls towards the edge of that plastic globe and make it look like it's more full. So I make a little cylinder there, and I did end up hot gluing that in there. Oh my gosh, these gumballs are amazing, aren't they? I really, really love this metallic paint. It makes those little skulls shine and look just like chewing gum balls. So I'm going to carefully, whoops, one got away from me there, fill up my gumball dispenser, and then it'll be ready to display. Once the gumballs are all in place, I put the top on and check out my spooky Halloween gumball machine. Oh, I'm really happy with the way this turned out. It's fun, but a little creepy at the same time, which is just my style. I hope you enjoyed this project and maybe you learned a little something from some of these techniques that I showed you tonight. Have fun crafting, creating for Halloween, and don't forget to check out all of the incredible It's Always Halloween projects. You can see the playlist link in the video description, along with links to all the products that I used. Thanks for watching. See you next time, my spooky friends. Ciao.